I wanted to start this video off saying thank you guys for at least taking any kind of interest in my channel, even though there's absolutely nothing going on. I actually was in the middle of making a new YouTube video. It was going to be about me saving a bunch of salamanders who were like getting run over by cars because they were trying to cross the street. And then it was going to be a react kind of part of it. I was going to react to like a funny montage video of the Rad Brad, who is like one of my most favorite YouTubers of all. It was over 15 minutes long, and it said it couldn't post anything that long. And I guess if I'm not mistaken, my first video was like somewhere in the 14-minute range. So I guess I can't post anything that is more than 15 minutes. Because I guess it's because of the Wi-Fi here. I don't know. I really do want to entertain you guys. The thing is, I just have a lot of ideas, but I'm too limited to even get any of them. And, you know, there's, of course, people don't upload, of course, people don't upload a lot of stuff when they don't have a lot of followers, because, you know, they want to entertain thousands of people, but they can't just entertain dozens as much as they like them. Well, at least that's my perspective. I at least like you guys because you somehow believe that I can do a lot of good on YouTube. And this is the bad news. The bad news is I guess you guys have to wait until I get to college. I'm trying to apply for Monroe Community College, MCC. Like, I'm going to be taking classes like videography and some acting classes. Oh my... The brightness just keeps changing. Sorry, guys. Hang on. You know what? Alright, is that better? Alright. So, I'm going to be taking classes at MCC. Hopefully, if I do get there, I'm going to be taking some videography lessons and learn how to record things and how to upload them. And hopefully learn how to do walkthroughs like I promised that I was going to do. And it's been a really tough, what has it been, like half a year since I uploaded my first video? Yeah, so. And my birthday was yesterday. I turned 21. I'm an adult! And I also got my driver's license a few days ago. If you guys know me from Instagram, you should be able to see a video on that was uploaded a few days ago. I took my road test at Geneseo. That was my second road test. It was my second road test, which I passed gracefully, thank God. Right now I have a temporary license, and the permanent license is going to be coming in the next 86 days via mail. And also about the videos I want to do, I can't like find people who like want to be actors or want to be seen on YouTube, stuff like that are actually good. I could use my family members, but acting's not at all in their genes, I don't think. Plus, they never like my ideas too much. They think it's, like, too whack or whatever. So, I don't know when I'm going to be accepted into MCC. It could be a couple months, maybe until school starts up again, for those of you guys who are still in school. I did have a recent idea for a video. It's going to be about... I was thinking of calling it Darkness Take You. It was going to be about like these two guys like standing outside of a shed, and they have guns because, you know, they're protecting something very valuable in there. And then suddenly somebody like all dressed in black like takes them out easily. And then he breaks into the shed and he finds something very valuable. I'll show you guys. So I got these two things at the flea market for an incredible price each, which is really cool. I was thinking of, you know, having this as the item. This is like an actual dagger, and it's kind of chipped up there. And when I bought it, I swear to God, I did not know that this was a Nazi knife. So maybe this could work. Because, you know, this could be like a World War II knife, so it could be a fortune. Or maybe this, which is a real sword. Like this is a real sword. It could be this one. I mean, it looks like a pirate sword, and it's got like a gold chain on it, and it has a fancy little scabbard. So maybe it could be this one that is like a priceless item, because I mean, just look at it. So he goes to try to take the item, and then some random guy comes in, a really big guy, and that would be my older brother if he was a good actor. We would get into a fight, and the person clad in black would be victorious. And just before he kills the guy who attacks him, the guy radios like his choking noises to like all people that are like in the territory, and they're like, "Oh my God, someone's intruding our territory. We gotta go get him." And then the assassin snaps his neck or his jaw, killing him instantly. And then he goes out and he fights a bunch of guards with guns, and like he takes them out in unbelievable speeds. And then there's this one guy who shoots at him, and the assassin shoots him back in the shoulder, and he goes up to him and goes to shoot him, but then he hears a kid like cry "no" or whatever, and he looks up and he sees a kid, like a young kid, like trying to like hide or something. Oh, by the way, the guy who was shot, he was like thrown back, and the gun flies back into like the house or whatever. As it turns out, this shed is in someone's backyard, so it's like someone else's item that he's stealing from. And the assassin hesitates, just looking at the kid, and what would be really cool about it is that he's like a cold-blooded killer, and yet he doesn't kill someone who has a family. And then his thought bubble is popped by a gunshot to the shoulder, and then to the leg, and then to the stomach. And then we see that it's like this woman in the house. It could be like the man's wife, and then the assassin takes a couple shots, he misses, and the woman takes cover and immediately gets back up and goes to shoot him again, but the assassin is now gone. And the guy lives, of course, because, you know, he was just shot in the shoulder. And then it kind of ends with this guy, like, undressing from his black stuff, and he's putting, like, the invaluable item somewhere. And he takes a shower. He's in the middle of taking a shower, and then we kind of see the gunshot wounds he had. And he kind of has his head down, and then he lifts his face up, revealing, you know, his face. And I was thinking of being the assassin. Of course, we wouldn't be really shooting at each other. I have this app that's called the Gun Effects app, which is, I would say it has pretty accurate effects from guns. It's not like, of course, like Hollywood noise. It's like, or the gunshots from like the Man with No Name trilogy. They sound like real gunshots, like kind of like how you hear gunshots on the news when there's like a terrorist attack or whatever somewhere in the city late at night. And then it ends with a title card saying "Darkness Take You," because, you know, the Darkness was the guy who was all in black, and it was all taking place at night. So it was as if the darkness itself was like coming alive, and then like taking lives, like taking names. And I don't know how long that would be. Probably close to 10 minutes? Maybe. I don't know. I of course don't have like a high budget now. So, you know, there won't be like Matrix fights or whatever. It would be the best I can. Because I am actually kind of good at fighting. I can't say it officially because I don't know that yet. I once took boxing when I was just becoming a teenager for, I guess, a year. And when I was like 5, going on to 7, I think, I did karate. I didn't learn much. And I think before becoming a teenager, I did judo. And I was getting taken out many times. And because of the problem I had, I was getting mad all the time. So I signed out of that. I took a couple parkour lessons it lasted only a couple weeks because they were like basic parkour. I was thinking of like doing like hardcore parkour, but we of course can't afford that. So if I apply at MCC, it will hopefully get me somewhere good. Hopefully I can also learn how to upload YouTube videos to the internet. Hopefully also learn how to do video game walkthroughs. I'm hoping to get a Nintendo Switch before the next Legend of Zelda game comes out, because I'm sure some of you guys have seen the sneak peek trailer of... I keep looking this way. It's as if there's a guy pointing a gun at me. Keep talking. Okay, alright. So as I was saying, I'm hopefully going to learn how to get a Nintendo Switch and upload its actual footage onto YouTube, and hopefully start with that game, sparking my kind of my series of video game walkthroughs, because Zelda has been one of my most favorite video games of all time. If someone were to ask me, which video game franchise would I play, and choose your choice wisely, because if it was any franchise, that would be the only franchise you would ever play in your life. I would instantly say The Legend of Zelda. Because, you know, it's of course got, like, extremely weird characters, like, that's, like, illogically weird and, like kind of awkward. But overall, it's an excellent franchise. It's got some of the characters that like serve big roles in your adventures are like really cool. It has really good puzzles, and every single storyline is really good. Like, I kid you not, every storyline is good. Every Zelda game you play, their games are really good. Even though their graphics, of course, aren't the best. Every Zelda game is the best, except Hyrule Warriors. It's not an official Zelda game. It's just like going around, like, just attacking people. Just attacking monsters, like, nonstop. And that's basically it. That's the entire gameplay. It's based off of another game called Dynasty Warriors. And that's what doesn't make it an official Zelda game, even though it has its characters, its settings, and the weapons and items and all those things. So yeah, when I get the Nintendo Switch, and once I learn how to upload videos onto YouTube, in the footage that you are given, when you get the system, that would be my first game to upload on my channel. And it would be a full walkthrough. Well, depending on the size, because Breath of the Wild was huge. It was like, it was, oh my god. It's like bigger than 3 Zelda games in one. It's almost as if you're exploring the entire world. And it's just Hyrule, which is the name of the kingdom. In other Zelda games, your paths are always limited. Everything is like just straightforward. Although you can do side missions and like get rewards like rupees, treasure, heart pieces. So if this sequel to Breath of the Wild is as big as Breath of the Wild, then I'll do the best I can. It could be a very big series, and that could be really hard to do considering it would be my first walkthrough. If I can. I'm not saying that this is all definite, this is all planned out, and it's going to work perfectly fine. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It may work, it may not. We don't know yet. But I will let you guys know by, uploading the video game footage, if I can. I'm saying this a lot of times just so you guys know. So that's it for today's video, guys. I thank you guys very much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell notifications if you want to know when I'm uploading another video. And if you like this video, then give it a blue thumbs up. Watch out, YouTube. I'm coming for you. I'll see you guys later.